All right, everyone, good morning. This is live from the BBQ Department at Wannamakers. I am Steve Kress. I am the Grill Department Manager here at Wannamakers. Um, this is the epicenter of grilling in the western suburbs of Chicago, where we are located in beautiful Downers Grove, Illinois. And first, I'd like to say thank you to Mike Lipson. Hey, Mike, what's up? Say hi to everybody. I want to say thank you to everyone for signing on today. For those of you expected to come in today and see me and Meathead standing here, I am sorry to say that it's going to just be me today. I know it won't be as exciting as it is with when Meathead's here, but unfortunately Meathead had to do a trip down to Florida to take care of some family business, and he will not be on today. Kind of a last minute thing that he had to do, so I wish him all the safe travels and all that other good stuff that goes along with it. And so it'll just be me. So what we're going to do today is we're going to try and go through the department here a little bit, if we can, and just kind of point out some of the different things that you can get possibly for Christmas and use for Christmas gifts as far as stocking stuffers and that kind of things like that. And then we even have some of the bigger grills that you can use. So with that, let me try and I'm going to try this. All this is brand new. This is going to try and do some hands-on stuff here. Good morning to everybody. Good evening, Adam. Good to see you here from Germany. Merry Christmas to you as well. So we're going to take this. Look at this. I'm going to try this. We're going to try this. I don't want to do the backwards mode. We're going to try and do where I'm going to hold it in my hand. And we'll see if we can get this to work right. Oh, sorry. Look at this. This is high tech. See, it doesn't make this show great. All right, so anyway, so you're going to see me walking around the department here a little bit. So the first thing that most people hear about is they hear about the wall at Wannamakers, and well, this is it right here. This is the rub wall that we stock over here. It's probably got some of the best brands you'll find in barbecue seasonings, as well as some great local ones. Hopefully I'm not freezing up. I'm sticking on the Wi-Fi today because it doesn't really matter, I guess, whether I do Wi-Fi or not do Wi-Fi. So you can see it is about 12 feet of different sauces and rubs. You can see there, it goes all the way down there, and even some sections where it's not a little bit. But what you can see is you'll see some great brands in here. Like there's Meat Mitch. These make great stocking stuffers. As far as a last minute gift, you got Barbecue Person on that list. You can do these as a stocking stuffer, or you can create yourself your own little gift basket, which is fantastic. You can do take like Mitch here. Mitch, you got some of his sauces. And then you also I do have some of Mitch's rubs. But the wall will also contain brands like Three Little Pigs. We got Meat Church. We got Malcolm Reed's, just Malcolm's line. Got my hand shaking. Malcolm's line, as well as his Killer Togs line. We even carry some of the spicy pickles. I think we've talked about it a couple times when we were on the air with Malcolm a couple months ago. Dizzy Pig's another brand that we carry. It's not as well known, a little East Coast brand. Suckle Busters, Head Country, and then down here, if we can get way down here, we do have Blues Hog, and then we also have Blue Hog in the half gallon, that would be if somebody really loves a sauce. That's a great sauce for them. But then as we continue a little bit down, W sauce. We got regular Fireshire and both the breakfast sauces, so you can grab those. Those will also make great stocking stuffers. Any of these are fantastic. Cosmo Q, Wing Dust, those are also great for great stocking stuffers. So tons of different things you can hear. Send me a grill as a stocking stuffer. Yeah, I wish. I know a lot of you, unfortunately, a lot of you aren't coming up as name. I say BPO Seasonings. They just sent me a sample of their stuff. I do have it on desk. I just got your email today. I did get the rub that you sent. I did try it. It's really good. So thank you for sending that. A Merry Christmas to you guys, and thank you for that. Then we get over here to some of the locals. Excuse me, pardon me. So we got Little Smoke and Ghost. He's out of the Peoria area. Good friends over at Pork Mafia. Little information about Pork Mafia. This is the first rub that was ever on the wall. Back when I first brought it in, it was only sold in little 1 pound bags. He's come a long way with that. Max Good right here with Black Swan. This is a great local favorite. This you can buy over at Steamboat Barbecue as well. This is from my good friend Mike Ayulette. This is Hot Diggity Hog sauce. If you're looking for a great local sauce, Hot Diggity Hog. And then, of course, my good friend Dwayne from Rack Masters, he's been on the show a couple times. He was actually just in here a couple weeks ago doing sampling for what is now going to be called going forward Stocking Stuffing Saturday, where we're going to have a bunch of people come in here and do some sampling. That's going to try to be that the second weekend of December every year. My good friend Deuce, he was just on the show about a month ago. We got his red sauce and his white sauce. He also has a lot of extra. If you go to deuceswild.com, I believe, and he's got a lot of other sauces, and he has some rubs. My good friend Mikey K, these are probably some of my favorites right in here. Windy City of his is probably my ultimate favorites. These make excellent stocking stuffers or even gift packs. The bottles are square, so they'll fit nicely in a box. Perfect for any of that. I'm gonna try and see if I can scroll up here because my scroll is not working too well today. StreamYard is not cooperating with me today. I couldn't even get online. I had to sign in and out a couple times. Our good friend Amy Mills down there at 17th Street Barbecue, we do carry all their stuff, Magic Dust, and all their sauces. So those are a great, somewhat not local to the store, but they're in the state of Illinois. And then of course our good friend Meathead, we do have his rubs and his sauce here as well. Actually got to meet one of the members of his Pitmaster group came in this weekend from Iowa. So I appreciate them from coming in and stopping in on Meathead's recommendation. And he bought a bunch of stuff and we chatted a little barbecue and had a good talk. So it was kind of fun. And then our good friend Udell Watts down here, Old Arthur's, another great brand. Some of the newer ones that we got in, way down here. And then there's the whole line from Butcher. So if you got somebody that's really into it, we got Butcher's bark and their private seasoning. The grilling oils are new. Those have been pretty popular since they came in. They're a newer item, and those work well for grilling just about anything. And then if you got someone that's really into smoking or into competitions and stuff like that, injections and stuff like that, or anytime you can buy them some supplies, they'll love you for it because that's their biggest expense is getting the supplies and stuff down. So if you could do that, how do I send stars? I don't, Emlyn, I don't know. You'll have to try and look and see. I know it asked if you could send stars at the beginning. That's kind of a newer thing. I know Mike Davis got it to work a while back because I know he sent some stars. So just kind of keep looking around there. You might say, if you guys want to send stars, you can. But if you have to look around down there. I'm not sure how the whole Facebook thing works. As you know, I'm very technologically illiterate. And I feel like my parents did back in the 80s when we got the Ataris and all that other stuff. But that's how I feel at this day and age. But anyway, so as the wall continues, you can see we get into the whole line of Heath Riles products. So we do have almost all of Heath Riles's rubs and sauces. We just got in, if anybody's looking for it, we did just get in some of his brand new glazes and some of the flavors on the glaze. Just that one I picked up, that brown sugar honey habanero, sounds fantastic. So, oh, hey, Ryan, nice to see that you actually made it. We know you aren't a tech person. I'm not. This is actually exciting. I actually got the little logo up there in the corner. But trying to follow Ryan's lead on Thursday night when we do Thursday night barbecue chat. He does all the technology stuff, and he does a great job at it. And so I've been trying to use some of that stuff and learn how to do it. We do have a lot of time coming up with the store being closed certain days, which we'll go over. And I'm going to try and get involved more as trying to figure out how to get the StreamYard to work a little bit better. So just keep that in mind. So hopefully in 2024, you'll see a lot better performance. The host won't be any better, but hopefully the views and everything will be a little bit better to use. We do have Myra Mixon's line. So if you got anybody that's looking for Myra Mixon's line, we do have that locally. Please try if you can to support this holiday season, as Ryan loves to let know when I say it, to shop local, shop small. Try and support your local dealer, because a lot of them will have some of this stuff. Some of them will have the deep of a selection as that I have, but they will have something. And if you're close to Wannamakers, obviously I'd love for you to come shop here. And then the other big thing if you don't want to, and of course we can see it above my head here, I am a big supporter of Operation Barbecue Relief. So if you're looking just to do a donation for this holiday season, you can do that. It's got my hand in there now. You can do that this holiday season. Oh, look at good. Ryan's going to run some of the tech for me. I got to try and adjust this a little bit. Hold on, everybody, because it's really being a pain in my rumpus. There we go. Not used to doing this mobile feed. I know everybody's going to get sick because it's jerking around all over. I'm sorry. So Operation Barbecue Relief, great charity. They were just down in Clarksville, Tennessee, because of the tornadoes down there. They served about 6,000 meals. So if you're looking for a charity to give, I take that back, because Emlyn knows. I don't know, Emily, did you go down to 8,900 meals last week to support the people down in Clarksville for the tornadoes? I think we mentioned that a little bit on the show last week, that they were down there working their butts off to feed the people from the tornadoes. But yeah, they're so yes, that's a great thing. So if you're looking for a charity to donate to, feel free to do that. We do carry Spiceology right in here. And you know what another good gift is we're going to move back here a little bit. We did get in from Butchers. We carried a different brand before, but we did get in from Butchers. We do have the gloves, and as Emlyn will know, and Mike Lip and the other guys that volunteer that are on, these are what we call hot gloves. So this is basically just a cotton glove. And what you can do is you can buy the person that. You can buy it. That's going to give you your heat resistance for the meat. So you're able to handle the meat a little bit without getting it. But of course, everybody's going to be saying, well, what about the grease? Well, that's when you pair it up with the nitrile gloves. So if you sit here and get yourself a box of nitrile gloves and you get yourself a pair of the cotton gloves, that'll give you the ability of a barbecue glove that'll allow you to pick up. Now, you can't obviously handle really hot metal objects with that. And you can't hold on to a piece of meat that's really hot for a long time. But it's going to be able to allow you to unload and load your cooker, your smoker, to probably even use it. I think when Sunny was up here and she was grilling, she didn't even use any tongs or anything like that. She actually used just the hot gloves and her barbecue gloves to use to flip the burgers and steaks and all that other stuff. So you can actually do all that stuff with it, as long as it's not, you're not going to hold on to it for a long time. So it's a cheap, inexpensive way to get a grill glove without having to spend a fortune. And they're really easy, and they do work. I use them all the time when I volunteer. And the gloves may not last, especially if you're deboning a lot of pork butts, like when we do it down at Barbecue Relief. You're going to be deboning a lot of pork butts and stuff like that. It'll cut the gloves up, but in essence, it does last. It lasts almost like a whole morning. Yeah, Emlyn says he was there all week. Emlyn, thank you so much for doing that. That's a great thing that you did, and everybody else that was down there supporting us. So then if you have a Traeger, if you got a Traeger person, a Traeger nut, as I call them, a Traeger nut on your list that is looking for stuff, we do have a whole bunch of Traeger accessories. You can see it behind me here. Voila. And then we got down below. So we got the rib rack, and we got this, we got the leg and wing rack, we got the chicken throne, we got some of the shelves, we got some of their brushes and their spatulas and stuff like that. Those are excellent gifts that you can get. Anytime you can buy a barbecue person supplies for their cooks and everything, that's fantastic. So, and then if you come over on this side, Traeger's actually on two sides. You'll see that we actually have, we'll have all their sauces and their rubs. And even some of their hot sauces. That's what these guys were right here. Some of their hot sauces. And then you can see all the rubs, as well as, I think I posted it this morning, but you can see we also have a whole bunch of their pellets. So we do stock Traeger's pellets, and we do stock Weber's pellets. And then we do have some from B&B, and then we have some charcoal pellets from Royal Oak. So we don't have a ton of different brands of pellets. So if you're looking for Lumberjack or Bear Mountain, I do not carry those, but I would have Traeger and I have Weber, and you're more than welcome to come in and take as many as you want. I'm not going to stop you from taking tons. So as we move on here, I'm trying to do this without falling over. And then here's, we put on the show the other day, I showed out that we did get in some of the knives from Butchers. We do have his slicer. and we have his boning knife. But then we also have a few left over from Gunther Wilhelm. We do have his chef knife. These are also great knives, very lightweight, relatively inexpensive. And then we have his butcher knife. You can use that as well for slicing up your briskets and stuff like that. So that's another great item if you're looking for something for somebody on the barbecue list. See if they need any knives, especially people that do a lot of brisket. We do have the brisket knife, especially that slicer. Neat. And then we also have tons of accessories. We got warming racks. We got pans. We got pans down. I don't know if you can see them because of the Ryan's. Look at this. I can't even figure out how to get the best view for that. We do have just regular foil pans, roasters if you're doing turkey. And then on the bottom, we is from Weber. If you have somebody that is into the Weber, we do have a lot of accessories for the Weber grill as well. Actually got tons of Weber accessories, probably got more than we probably should. And then here, as we were talking before, the other day we had, which are down here on the bottom shelf, you can see we had Ted Conrad on the other day. If you want to go back to last week's show, I can't even get down there that far. We had Ted Conrad on from Fireboard. Here is all the Fireboard accessories. But then we also carry thermal pen 1. We got regular thermal pens, and we got the pops. So that's great. These are great. Actually, the pops are actually fantastic. I know this is one of Meathead's favorite items is the thermal pops. So you can get that, put that in the stocking. Everybody can always use a good instant read thermometer. So, and then you get into, and then now another great accessory is if, everybody needs utensils. So everybody needs, things to use to flip or turn or stuff like that. I think we have some good ones. Weber redid theirs a couple years ago. It might have been last year. We have their real wide one, but they're real sturdy and they're real thick and they're not expensive, but they're good. They're good quality. And then you also have, we also have some tools here from Grillmark, which you can buy, which are relatively a little less expensive, but they are also good. These are all good. Last minute, I don't know what to grab somebody things. You know what I mean? I'm just going to go and grab them some barbecue tools. And then as we get in, you can see going forward, we got all the covers for your Weber. So if somebody that has a Weber and needs a new cover, we have all the covers for basically from the Pulse all the way to some of the Summits. We got the Summit 600 series. And then we also have all the repair parts that you would, I shouldn't say all the repair parts. We have most popular ones. We have flavorizer bars. And we have grates. And then we also have the foil pans and everything that you would need. Now, if you do have a smoker on your list, and I'm not talking about the smoker, I'm talking about barbecue smokers. I get a lot of questions of what to get a smoker. There's not a lot of things you can get a smoker person if you're not going to buy them a new smoker, okay? But as I just said over there when we were talking about the butcher's injections, the most expensive thing that smokers are going to go through the most is going to be charcoal, and it's going to be wood chunks. So if you can buy them a bunch of charcoal and a bunch of wood chunks, then that's a great gift for them. As you can see over here, we do carry the Smoky Wood brand of chips and chunks. We did move away from the B&B. If you really want B&B, you can ask me. I'll order you some B&B. But we went to the Smoky Wood. Smoky Wood it's got a nice cube to it. So I think the pieces are a little more cubed in the bag. There isn't as much broken up stuff or little pieces like you sometimes found in the B&B bags. And they're also a lot cheaper, which is this day and age, cheaper is a great thing. I can see somebody bought a gift today because I got this nice empty hole here. That makes Steve happy a little bit. Anytime somebody buys something, that makes Steve happy. And then, and as I did post earlier today, we do have a great lineup of charcoal. I don't know if you can see it all. There we go. Maybe I do that. We got Fogo, we got Kamado Joe's, we got the Bosque Sugar Maple, which is sugar maple trees from Canada. So that's different. And then we do have charcoals from B&B, which I think is one of the better brands of charcoal. We got their XL. So if you got somebody that's a kind of Kamado Joe or somebody that's looking for the big fat, big pieces of charcoal. That's these guys here. And then I do carry their green bag. I know a lot of people look for the B&B oak. I don't have the B&B oak. I got the B&B hickory. And then I also have probably their most popular. This is probably what I sell the most of. This is their orange bag, I call it. It is their natural briquettes. And then we get into the Blue Sog charcoals. I do probably sell more Blue Sog charcoal than I do sell B&B. We have their all natural oak briquette. We have their hog logs, which I think are really cool. If you haven't tried hog logs, give those a try. And then we also carry their lump charcoal, and then a great line of starters. So like I said, these are a lot of things that you could get a smoker or even a griller, because it's hard to get them stuff, because if they, like I said, you're not going to buy them a smoker. You got to buy them supplies, and they need stuff to light their fires, and they need stuff to burn. And they'll always need chips and chunks, or actually chunks probably more than chips. But then what you can do is, if you want to do some other stuff, want to do a bigger smoker, we do carry, which is probably one of my favorites. Since we do the classes, this is probably one of my favorite types of smoking. Is going to be the drum smokers. We carry the smokers from, look at, here comes Aaron. Hey, Aaron. That's Aaron. Aaron fills in when I'm not here. He fills in for me when I'm not here, which is probably most of the time. So anyway, so we got the Gateway drum smokers, and those are probably my favorite way to cook. After doing the classes with Sean Young and stuff, that the drum smoking is my favorite. Just something about sitting around for 13, 14 hours cooking something with you. If I can do a brisket or a pork shoulder in 5 to 6 hours, I'm in. And that's what the drums will allow you to do. A little more hot and fast than the low and slow. But then we also do have the Weber Smoky Mountain cookers. Those are a great basic. If anybody's looking to get started, this is probably the most popular size, the 18-inch. So this would be a great gift if you're looking to get somebody started into smoking, or said they wanted a smoker and start it. That comes in the 18-inch, and I also do stock the 22-inch. Both of these are great products. Look at this. He's sharing all the class information. We'll get to the classes when we get up to that. When I get done with a little bit, we'll get up to talk about the classes, because those are, just to let everybody know, the brisket class is about 80% full. So if you're thinking of doing the brisket class in January here, it's better to move now than later, because you may not get a chance if you're going to wait till January, because we are about 80 to 90% full. Just keep that in mind. Now, if you're not into the whole art of smoking, I'm not really into the art of smoking. I love to eat smoked food. But as I said, I don't like to do a lot of the work. That's where you're going to come into your pellets. I do carry Traeger, and I do have Weber's pellets. These are great gifts if you're looking to get somebody a smoker to begin with, and they're not big into the whole act of smoking. Basically, set it, forget it. We'll start off. We got the 575, which is our entry level, and that's going to get you right around $800. But we do have that, and we will go all the way up to. We'll come over on this side. We will come all the way up to their Timberline model. This is their top of the line. This is the one that's going to have the induction burner on it. But this is going to cost you more, close to $4,000. I cut my head off. But they're going to be close to $4,000. So that's two options of smokers that you can look at and you can get. We do have charcoal smokers if you want to do that. Wannamakers does not carry electric smokers. So if you're in there looking for the Masterbuilt electric smokers or stuff like that, I do not carry that. I carry pellet, and then I carry the charcoal smokers from Gateway and Weber. Okay. And then we'll come over. We're going to move past Aaron's over here taking over for me while I'm not working today. Today's my day off, as everybody knows. So anyway, we usually carry tons of books as well. As you can see right now, I pretty much only have Myron's BBQA. That's the only book I really have. Normally I carry Meathead's book. Meathead's book did sell out this week. So I do not have. All you can do is come in and you can take a picture with next to this lovely, beautiful picture of me and Meathead. Obviously this is long ago because I don't have a goatee, and I probably look a little bit younger. But I am out of the Meathead books. those will hopefully be back in. It's probably going to be sometime in January because we'll go over all that in the next couple minutes. We do also carry. We started kind of growing our hot sauce line. We do have some great hot sauces from Torchbearer, and then we have some from Suckle Busters. We still have a few of the Risky Brisket hot sauces left over. Those are great. That's local from Sean Young. We got a few of their Bonfire left. But another great one that we carry, a small batch out of Chattanooga, and that's Hoff sauce. It is really good. That's from my good friend Aaron Hoffman. He was on the show long time ago. It's probably almost time for us to bring him back on to talk about his products because I think they're a great hot sauce. Maybe we'll have to look at that coming into 2024, possibly bringing Aaron Hoffman back on the show and get that going. Now, what I think is a new craze, and I think everybody is, people are going to start getting into, because I know my good friend Ryan was just talking about the fact that Blackstone just came out with their pizza oven. We do carry pizza ovens. I don't carry the Blackstone, unfortunately, but we do carry pizza ovens from Gosney, and we carry pizza ovens from Uni. This is the Gosney Dome. This is a great product, a little on the higher end, but this is already dual fuel. So this is already made right out of the basket here to do either wood and or propane. So you're all set, ready to go just by the way you move the disc inside as to which burner will be exposed out of it. So that's, we carry that, and then we also carry, I'm gonna swing this around here a little bit. We also carry the Rock Box, which is their smaller brand, which is smaller model, I should say. It's the same brand, smaller model, but you know, it is what it is. And then here's our friend Matt Frampton, the Urban Slicer pizza doughs and pizza sauces and stuff like that. Another great stocking stuffer item that you can get. Awesome. They had it at the trade show about 2 months ago. It's a fantastic dough, real easy to use. Watched it cook up, tasted it. It is a good it is good dough, and he's local right out of Oklahoma, I think it is. So stop in and get some of that if you got somebody that's got a pizza oven on their list. Another great item, as always. Yep, my good friend Dwayne and his crackers from Rackmasters. Love those crackers. Those are probably one of the best snacks you'll ever get. But you better buy like 3 or 4 bags because you're going to eat one like every single time you sit down and open one up. Another kind of a neat thing, just had somebody in yesterday that was a mustard freak. A good friend, Kevin Kelly's Mustard. Woo! Probably the best mustard you'll ever have. So there's tons of little items here at Wannamakers you can still pick up. This last week, we're open on Saturday, so you can come and grab all those last minute exciting things. Pardon me, get a little itch on my face, and get those up and ready to go for Christmas the following week. We do also have, and I got some exciting news, a little bit about that for 2024, but we also still have the Gallo original shirts. You got the Smoke 'em if you got them, and then we also got the pig one, that I'd smoke that pig. Big thing is that me and Jeff Gallo, my good friend Jeff Gallo, probably one of the best designers. He's designed all these logos over here that you saw, the Smoke 'em if you got them, the pig one, and helped bring my design for the Wannamakers Barbecue and Smoke Supply shirt logo to being. That's the logo you see up there in the corner, and that's even a revised edition of the original one. We are going to have, we're going to try our best. I'm working on redesigning. There it is. I'm working on redesigning the Wannamakers Barbecue and Smoke Supply logo and coming out with a new shirt. Jeff sent me the artwork for it yesterday, and it was absolutely better than my drawing, which of course they're always better than my drawing, but he took exactly what I wanted and he brought it to life once again. Just wait till you see the shirt, if I can get it to come out in time for the spring. It's gonna be kick butt. So be looking for that 2024. Like I said, we don't carry Blackstone products. Switching gears again, shows all over the place. Why? Because I'm excited, because Christmas is next week and there's just a lot to buy. Look at this wall. You can see it now from far away. Look at the wall there. Exciting, lots of stuff. We do have burger smashers for making smash burgers. We got those. This just came in the other day. This is from Weber, because Weber's Weber's going to be expanding their griddle, griddle footprint as far as accessories and stuff like that. This is one of them. They're coming out with a smash burger set. So that gives you the smasher, gives you a spatula, and gives you the seasoning tins, which are kind of cool. And then, of course, we always do carry grill grates. We still have grill grates here in stock. They're getting low because obviously with the holiday season, they're getting a little low. Probably have to place an order for those in January, but unfortunately right now this is all I have in stock. But we should still have enough to get you situated with either for your Genesis, your kettle, or whatever, if we just have the size. So if you just get me the size of the grill from the front to the back, we'll find something to get the fit in there. Another great gift idea is, do you have somebody who does a lot of grilling or a lot of cooking, or even just in the house, would be the disposable cutting boards. These things come in a box of 30, or I do sell them individually. And what they are is basically they're coated on one side, so you can cut on it. Even has some edges that you can flip up when you're trimming. The best thing about them, when you're dirty them up, you just throw them out. They're gone. That's it. So there's not a lot of cleanup. So you're not throwing things in the dishwasher, making big piles of everything. Other great item that I love are these prep tubs from Drip-EZ. Probably seen them online. They pop up on Facebook all the time on the advertising section. But the great thing about these things is, as you see it right now, it's a deep tub. You can use it for marinating. You can season inside of it, and then they collapse. So you can bring it down. If we bring it down just a level, you can bring it down just one level. That'll get you a shallow pan. So you can use it as a shallow pan. And then if you wanted to, you can bring it all the way down. And now here's your cutting board. So it gives you the cutting board and 2 ways of carrying it, storing it, seasoning, and even marinating in this. They are dishwasher safe. And as you can see, they fold up nice and flat for storage. So isn't that awesome? There's so much to see. And we haven't even gotten to some of the great stuff coming up. So we're going to come out from underneath the overhang. Here's my good friend Piggy. I do not think this year, ladies and gentlemen, I know everybody will be disappointed. I may post an older picture of me laying on the pig, but I probably will not be taking a current one. And it's not that I've gotten too fat or I can't do it. I just don't have the time to do it. Christmas has kind of crept up on me, so I didn't get a chance to do it this year. So we'll have to look forward to next year getting an updated me laying on the pig picture. I probably will post one. Probably will be last year's, but I haven't changed that much from last year. Actually, I think I'm a little more jovial than I was last year. So as you can see, as I bring this way out, we have Weber grills. We got tons of Weber product. Let's just say you could do it right, and we get a picture from the video. Yeah, do it right now. I have thought about doing that, and we may end up working on that maybe for next season. I may do pictures, and then I also may do a, how you watch some of those things, and they have the making of. I think we may do a making of the Steve laying on the pig video, so kind of like a behind the scenes thing. But maybe that's for next year. We'll get a little bigger production. I'll try and remember it sooner, and we can do that. We'll take a video of it, and then we'll do pictures. We'll post the pictures, and then later we'll do the video. So, but we do currently still have a I don't know if I could. I don't know if I. Maybe we could get set up Santa at the store and also picture with you on the pig. I don't know if I could lay on the pig that long. It's very it's a fine balancing act to try to get that to work. As you can see, we still have a large selection of the Genesis grills in stock. There is free assembly and there is free local delivery on the Genesis right now. A lot of them are still $100 off, and the free assembly and the free local delivery would be added to that. And then as we come around, as you can see here, we do have tons of kettles. We mostly carry now. We only carry the Master Touch kettle series. We don't carry a lot of the originals. I got a couple originals left, but it's mostly the Master Touches. You get a little bit more because you're going to get that 2 inches of extra height. Plus, it comes with the gourmet cooking rack, the warming rack, and that kind of stuff. So that's what you're gonna get with the Master Touch, and it's just not that much difference in price between the Master Touch and the original. And in the past, we have generally mostly sold Master Touches when we've carried both. So we're just going to narrow our selection and inventory down to where we just carry the Master Touch. So we're going to come around here. This is kind of weird not being under the overhang. I feel like I'm outside the studio a little bit. It has that kind of feeling to it. So we'll come over here. We do have the Weber smoke fires. As you can see them, those are now $300 off. So keep that in mind. If you're looking for a great deal on a pellet smoker, the Weber smoke fires are $300 off. So if you're looking for one for the holidays for somebody, that's a great deal. How much for the Blue Master Touch? That one, I want to say, well, you know what? Let's walk over there. Why? Because I don't quite remember. Those I have a bunch of. So if anybody's looking for the blue one, that's $299. So that the Blue Master Touch, the slate blue and the smoke, those are all $299. I'm out of the black one. I just sold the black one this weekend to a good customer. I just sold those, and so I'm all out of the black ones. Those are a little bit less expensive because there's not as much to it. The colored ones, believe it or not, all the kettles start out black, and then they end up redipping them into the color. So there's a little extra process to it. So therefore, they're a little bit more expensive. Look at that fancy Weber sign. Yeah, this is the place for everything. So we do have a lot of the blue ones. So if you're looking for that deep ocean blue, which is by far my favorite color, you by far get in here and get that. And then we do have, like I said, we don't carry Blackstone, but we do have Webers. We got their 28-inch and their 36-inch griddle. Those are also on sale. Weber's doing a big sale at the end of the year, kind of an end of the year help out with inventory reduction and stuff like that. They kind of help clear out some of the models to get ready for 2024. The bigger one's going to go for $499, which I think is a great price, and then $399 for the smaller one. So keep that in mind if you're looking for a good entry-level flat top. It's not going to have all the bells and whistles that a Blackstone would have, because some of the Blackstones, they got the air fryers and all that other good stuff, and Ryan could probably get into all the other goofy things that they carry. Blackstone's denaming them right now. Weber and even Traeger are playing catch up. They just got into the industry a year or two ago, so we'll see what happens. But I think they're great products, and they're made here up in Huntley, and obviously they're going to have Weber's warranties on it, which I think Weber's service just about on anything they carry is probably top of the line. Probably the best in the grilling industry would be Weber. So you're going to get quality service. They're going to stand behind their products, and you're not going to have an issue with a lot of stuff. I can answer most questions at the upcoming brisket class on January 27th at Wannemaker's. It's all about the barbecue. Who is that? That's on YouTube. Is that? I wonder who that is. I wonder if that's Sean Young. But anyway, and then we also carry their Spirit line. Here's a little known thing that you don't know that we have. It's Ryan. Ryan, why are you on It's All About the Barbecue YouTube? That's strange for you. Such a strange place for you to be. We carry gummy bears, Swedish fish, and probably the best licorice you'll ever have. But we do have those. And then we also have, how many barbecue departments have Pez? Yeah, I do, because I like Pez. So we got that too. So that's the department in a nutshell. As you can see, there's tons of things in store still that you can come in and buy up until this weekend, which is fantastic, which I think is great. I won't be here this weekend, which is, go figure. I won't be here this weekend because it is my normal weekend off. I may try and pop in a little bit Saturday. We'll have to see what happens. I may try and pop in a little bit Saturday just to see what's going on and see who's here. It is my day off again, so I will try and get in there. I will not be here Friday either. I have a family thing I have to take care of on Friday as far as Christmas get together and stuff like that. So I got to go on Friday to go do that. So I won't be here on Friday, and I won't be here on Saturday. Sorry about that. I was thirsty. All this talking even though I do talk a lot. I'm not used to talking so much in one time. All right, so we're going to try and fix this back up so I can put this back on its tripod stand here. Whew, that was something. How about all that? That's like a long journey. It's probably the most I've moved in a week here at the store. So anyway, let's get into that coming up. I will not be here Friday. I will not be here Saturday because it'll be my weekend off. Wannemaker's is closed on Christmas Eve. We're closed every Christmas Eve, not that this is anything new. So we will not be open on the Saturday. Obviously, we're closed Christmas Day, so we will not be open Christmas Day. And that's as always. New this year, we are going to be closed on the 26th, which will be next Tuesday. So there won't be any show. This will be the end of the year show for live from the BBQ Department at Wannemaker's. This will be the last show for the year because we will be closed on the 26th. So there will be no show next week. So don't be looking for it. It won't be here. I'm not going to be here. The store's not going to be open. Nobody's going to be here. So it won't be here next week. If you're really missing it, go back and watch some of the old ones. There's tons of great videos if you are on the Facebook page. There are tons of old videos. This is episode 121. So there's 120 other episodes that you could go to, fulfill that need to see me on Tuesday at 11 o'clock. Now, moving to the next week, since I'm not going to be here to tell you, but I will be posting it on the page. Wannemaker's will be closed starting December 31st all the way and reopening on January 6th. So that first week of January, the store itself will be closed. So there will not be anybody at the store the first week in January. So that being said, if you want to stock up on stocking stuffers or you need something to cook for Christmas Day, you need to be here Saturday the 23rd. If you want to stock up for the first week of January, have something for cooking wings or something like that on New Year's Day, you need to be here December 30th because after that, the store will not reopen until January 6th. So keep that in mind. Closed Sunday, Monday, Tuesday next week, and then the following week, we are closed Sunday through the following Saturday. A lot of time off for Steve. Yes. That's a good thing. Gummies. No, they're not. No, they're not. The gummy bears I showed you are not gummies. They are just the true gummy bears. So don't come in here thinking that they're gummies. So I'm going to go right away. I'm going to move away for really quick because I want to grab the sheets for the what Ryan was mentioning a little bit earlier in the show. We have two really cool things coming up for 2024. As far as 2023 went, the class season was fantastic. It was wonderful. They were attendance was spectacular. Thank you everybody for coming to the classes. We ended up having 4 last year. Normally we have 5. Unfortunately, I had to go to South Carolina in September, so we did not get the September class in, but we did get our holiday meets class, which is the last class we had. And it's always a great time. And just keep that in mind. They are fun. They're fun things to do. There's multiple people that will sign up for one, and they'll come to 2 or 3 because they're that good, because they want to see them all. So coming up this January, February, and March, you can find this on Wannemakers.com. You can also find these on Wannemakers Home and Garden. And I finally got them all, including the other one I'm going to bring up. They are all on Wannemakers Barbecue and Smoke Supply. If you go to events, up at the top, all these classes will be listed on there. Ryan is posting them again in the chat. Brisket, January 27th. Pork and ribs, February 24th. Grill Master on March 16th. The big thing to remember, these are great classes, just to say. And the brisket one, along with the holiday meats, is one of my favorites. If not second to the holiday meats. Because holiday meats, you just eat so much. The brisket one, obviously, it's brisket. How could you not love brisket? So January 27th, that's the brisket class. That class right now, and I see Roy just said signed up for January and March. That class is about 80 to 5% full. So it's getting full. If you're planning on waiting till after the first of the year to buy these, it may be too late. We max, I know it says 20, but we max out at 30 people. That's all we can hold in the store. And we're right around 20, 21, right around in that area. So we're really close to filling up. So if you want to be a part of these classes, or at least a brisket class, you need to get moving. Pork and ribs, those are about a third full. We have had a great sign up this year as far as people buying stuff for gifts. Like I said, this is probably the fullest that the brisket has been since Sean and I have been doing the early sign up. This is the fullest it's been before Christmas. I mean, it's almost sold out before Christmas, which is absolutely amazing. And thank you, because I think that's awesome. Pork and ribs, each of these already have almost like 10 people in each class. So there's really, you know, I know you got more time for that, but those are filling up just as fast. Oh yeah. And let's not forget, this year, we've added this guy right here. That's Ryan Hoagland. He is he runs the Barbecue Blackstone and Beer Group. He's also the co-host with me on a Thursday night barbecue chat on Thursday nights. And he does a lot. He's part of the griddle crew with Blackstone. And he is going to be here doing some griddle stuff, as we can kind of look in here and see. I mean, now, doesn't this look like brisket cheesesteaks and cinnamon roll apple pie bites? I like the brisket cheesesteak. Sounds great. So there's a whole bunch of things. So we got griddle added to it. So it's kind of like a whole new adventure into the classes. We now have the griddle aspect of it added to it. So now you're going to get your smoking and some griddling things. So get yourself in there, get signed up. These are fun classes. Brian was on the show and he's in the comments so he can hear me. Ryan started probably 2018, 2019, probably 2019. He started coming to the classes here at Wannemakers. That's how him and I met. We became friends. Now I do the show with him on Thursday nights. He used to be part of the Wannemaker show, but now we do Thursday night barbecue chat, and now he's actually instructing in the classes. So this is the kind of friendships and camaraderie that you meet in the kitchen. What are you doing? I don't know what. And he just wants it. He just wants attention, is what it is. I thought he was going to jump on here and say hi, but he's not. He just wants attention. So anyway, so those are great. Those are just so everybody understands, because some people ask questions and stuff. Brisket cheesecake? No, cheesesteaks. I did say cakes. Brisket cheesecake might not be bad, but it's cheesesteaks. Hi. Yeah. It's brisket cheesesteaks, not cheesecake. Now you made me lose my train of thought. Oh yeah, some people are asking. These are backyard classes. These are classes geared to those of you that are the backyard warriors, just looking to do stuff to improve your cooking of briskets, ribs, and pork, and grilling in the backyard. That's what these are for. Okay. We also have, which I think is fantastic, and I'm hoping that we can expand on this coming up in 2024, and having some people like this come into the store to either teach backyard or, in this case, this is a competition pitmaster class. So this is for a whole different clientele. This is Richard Fergala, and this is Sterling Smith. These are my good friends. They're from Fergalicious Barbecue and Loot and Booty Barbecue. This is going to be a competition class. This is going to be how they season, trim, cook their competition brisket and chicken. They're both going to cook brisket and chicken. It's not brisket and chicken. Brisket and chicken. They're going to cook, both going to cook brisket and chicken. They're each going to cook it the way they cook it for competition. This class is a little more expensive because it's a competition class. There's going to be more involved into the trimming and how they do things that you wouldn't do in a backyard class, like maybe scrape fat off of the skin of the chicken thighs. You're not going to do that in the backyard. That's something you do in competition. And there's a chance that doing it, what you learn from here, that you can win money. So that's why they're passing on their competition knowledge. That's why these are a little bit more expensive. But if you know somebody that is in the competition and they're looking to elevate their game a little bit and try something new. March 23rd, we will have these two awesome gentlemen here in the grill department at Wannemakers. They're both world champions. They've both done really well at the Royal and everywhere else. If you're a competition guy, you're going to want to take this class. I'm just saying. I know my friend Paul from Smoking Ghost is coming up. He's actually going to bring his pit some stuff to cook on. But I know he's coming up, and hopefully a couple other local backyard guys will want to get into it. Even if you're a classified backyard competition cook, you may not cook a lot of brisket, but you may be thinking of moving up to the pro level. This would be a great class for you to take. So we got both bases covered this spring coming up. We do have the backyard classes with Risky Brisket, and we also have the competition class from Richard Fergala and Sterling Smith coming in as well. Just so people don't get confused, Sean Young is a competition barbecue cook, but what he shows you how to trim is not how he trims during a competition. That's a whole different type of thing. But he has the ability to do that. But that's not what he shows you in this class. This is going to show you how you would trim a brisket so that you can use it in your backyard to cook for your family. You're not cooking for that one bite. So I hope that clears up some of the confusion as why one class is $299 and one class is $130. They're different techniques of cooking. And trust me, if you go and look at some of the older videos and listen to how some of these competition guys talk and do things, you will understand that competition cooking is a whole different animal than what you do in your backyard. I mean, I just go back to our good friend Dave from Butchers. You're not wondering what time of year your cows were slaughtered to see what the fat marbling is in that product like those guys do. They get insane. They get into a whole bunch of different things, and that's what the competition classes are for. So a lot of great things coming up in 2024. Just with those classes, it's a great way to start it off. We do also have the hey Sterling. Hey. We do also have the so for 2024, starting in March, we're going to have the garden show will be here again. So make sure you get if it's going to be the second weekend in March, make sure you start to get that down. And then you also have June 15th. We had a great time with it last year, and it was well intended enough that we're going to bring it back again this year and keep going like we were before the pandemic. The Grill Extravaganza will be on June 15th. So some great dates coming up for 2024. I'm excited. I'm going to see if I can get some more big names that come up here and to teach some classes. I'm working on some really big names, and hopefully they'll work. Hopefully it'll materialize. But you know what? If they don't, it's still a great place to shop. And I'm here. I know it's not as good as seeing a really good competition cook, but it's a close second. So that's it, everybody. I hope everybody has a great Christmas, and I hope everybody has a great New Year's. For the people that I won't see, again, there will be no show next week because the store will be closed. If you want to, if you miss me and you want to see me again, I will be on Thursday night at 7 p.m. On It's All About the Barbecue. We will be doing, we got the Hungry Hussy on there, who's another griddle person. And then we'll be looking for some great guests going on that show too, as well, going into 2024. So everybody have a great Christmas. Have a great New Year. Please be safe. And when you're out there, especially on New Year's, please be smart. I hope to see everybody back here next year. And thank you, everybody, for signing on to the show this whole year. I still can't believe we're at 121 episodes. And thank you for viewing. Thank you for coming in and shopping here at the store. I really appreciate it. And especially thank you for all the tips and input you give to me to try to make sure this department stays as great as it is. It is probably one of the best grilling departments in the Chicago area. So if you have not been here, it's worth just to come in and take a look and see what's all stocked in here. But thank you all for everything that you all do. I really appreciate it, and it means a lot to me. And I do consider a lot of you really good friends. And so we'll look forward to seeing everybody in 2024. I don't know who the first guest of the year will be, But we will be back. Ooh, what are we going to be back now? Because probably like January 12th or something like that, because the store will be closed for 2 Tuesdays in a row. So I am looking for things to do the first week in January. I know I have one day already pegged up and planned. So if anybody's looking to do lunches or meet up or do something, please let me know. Because are we looking for stuff to do? That's a whole week off in January. It's not like there's a lot to do. Can't go to the pool. So everybody have a great day. Enjoy. And as always, please be kind and courteous to everybody out there, including your service workers. They're doing the best they can. And after all, let's just pass along the love and let's just start spreading the love this season, and let's carry it on through the new year. And just remember that it's our differences that make us great. After all, who would want to live in a society where we all thought the same thing? So everybody have a great day. Enjoy. Roy brings up, yes, I forgot. Well, I'll bring that up on the other show, but there will be a barbecue love stop on January 6th. So we'll see most of you people on January 6th. If not, let me know. Barbecue love tour. That's on It's All About the Barbecue, but that's okay. We'll mention it here too. So anyway, have a great day. Again, I said it now 3 times, so that must mean it's time for the real end of the show. Can't believe I talked for an hour. I was really nervous that I wasn't going to be able to talk for an hour, but I was. So have a great day. Merry Christmas to everybody. And again, Happy New Year. Please be safe. And that's it for today. And I got to do this because for some reason, my screen isn't going to let me sign out. All right. Bye, everybody.